I've been saying for a long time that I think the Nikkor Z MC 105 f2.8s is underrated as a portrait lens. And what I mean is I just don't see anybody doing it. Everybody knows that 105 is good, and everybody knows that this is a good lens for portraits, but like nobody's actually like doing it. Everybody's obsessed with the 85 1.2 or the 135 plena, and that's fine, totally fine. But surely there's some people out there that, you know, don't have $3,000 for a portrait lens, and I argue you can get perfectly awesome, incredible results out of the 105 MC, even though it's a macro lens. Before I even started putting this video together, I'm recording this before I go on DaVinci Resolve and start slicing up the B-roll and stuff, because I was reviewing the images and noticed that the MC 105 f2.8 missed almost every single iris. And then it dawned on me, whenever I was primarying this as my main portrait lens years ago, Z6, Z6 II, Z7 II, autofocus, not reliable enough for me personally, so I just use single point. I always thought it was just like absolutely fantastic, right? Amazing, marvelous. It does not respond very well to human eye tracking in the Z8. I don't have a single iris that's like spot on, and even like the side-by-side with the 85 1.2, 85 1.2 nails focus on the iris. MC is like, it just missed. There's a lot of images where it just wasn't really on the face at all. So the lens needs an update. It's not performing very well with human eye tracking. I get it. That lens is not a human eye tracking lens. It's a macro lens. And so like most of the time you're going to use it for macro stuff, but that doesn't exclude it from like every other macro lens in history has been like a good portrait lens. So that lens needs an update really bad. It needs some fine tuning because something in the communication, I can say right now that it has the worst responsiveness to human eye tracking, and there's really no need for it. So Nikon, we need a little update on that. Now we are going to go through the video, the images as normal. I'm going to edit them as normal. Just know that if we're pixel peeping, there's not a lot of these that are actually in focus from the MC 105. God, that's a bummer too, because there were some great poses and some great scenes. Damn it. You know, I tell you exactly like it is. I go out with a plan. Sometimes it doesn't go to plan, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to shoot all of these images today at f2.8. Now, after I take a couple of shots, because I have the 85 1.2 with me, I'm going to do a shot at f2.8 with the 85 1.2 as well. And we're gonna see what the differences are. Obviously there's gonna be big differences, but it's still, I don't know that for most people out there that are like drooling over the 85, that's gonna be loud. I think you can get a lot done with this. So I just randomly did a shot. So let me set this to f2.8 and put the human tracking on. Come in real close to the eye. It is so pretty. Look through the viewfinder.
I like that.
So yes, the 85 at f1.2 can get obliterated backgrounds from basically halfway down the street. But, you know, if you get in real close, like that shot that you just saw, God, you can get some absolutely demolished backgrounds. Ooh, the light is like really good right here. Yeah, hold that. Get a little more full. Boom. All right, let's see if we can. So I'm gonna have you stand like kind of like right here, because there's some trees off in the distance, and I want to see if I can get some bokeh balls going on here so we can see what they look like. Yeah, hold that side profile. Cool. So now I'm gonna take one shot. I'm gonna try to frame it the exact same. And just to be fair, so we're not shooting both wide open, I'll do it at f3.5 on both the 105 MC and the 85 1.2. We're gonna kind of do it in like the same direction that we kind of see what the tree looks like in the background there. And then maybe we'll just freestyle a little bit. Okay, so I'll have you look like straight down at me so I can get a perfect eye shot. And then the best you can, just hold that. I should have brought 2 cameras. So let me look at my framing. We had... All right, so on the left, we've got the MC105, shot at 3.5. And on the right, we've got the 8512, also shot at 3.5. I want to zip in real quick so you can see up close what I was talking about. The 8512 definitely just nails the iris. The 105 2.8, not so much. I do think it just needs a little bit of a firmware adjustment. It's just not communicating like pretty much any other Z lens would. Anyway, going back to the full-size images, we can see that we get a little more pinks and reds from the skin tones on the 105, and the 8512 has less of that, and other obvious things. It looks like on the MC105, the background gets pulled in a little closer to us, seemingly, and it's not as much on the 8512. That's typical with longer lenses. But the leaves creating bokeh balls both look great. Backgrounds look great, nice and creamy, both pleasant, and both lenses are flattering to our model. Just want to do some like regular shooting with the 105. I actually haven't been out just using it myself for portraits in like quite a long time. I feel like maybe, God, all the way back whenever I was dual wielding the Z7 II and Z6 II. The sun's finally coming out. I thought it was going to be just dead straight even light today. We'll just kind of... Yeah, that's good enough. All right. By the way, I used aperture for every single one of these images, and there's still more left in this video, and it took me like 5 minutes. Aperture is by far the biggest time-saving program I've ever seen in my life, and I'm not saying that because they sponsor this channel. With a simple slider system, you can take care of blemishes, and in this particular case, none of these images needed follow-up in Photoshop. And you could totally make it look like a fashion magazine if you want. We can even remove Allie's freckles, but I'm a little more subtle. I like it to look natural, and I like Allie's freckles just the way they are. There's a link in the description for aperture. Check it out and start saving yourself a ton of time today. You might be able to do something on this little bench over here since you got that like coffee cup. Just because I'm crazy. We'll come in and get a close up. Hold the eye just like that. Bring the eye slightly this way. Yep. All right, drop down the cup. Your eye is like so sparkle right now. Eye about right here. Actually, kind of back where it was. So something that's really cool about walking around with the MC105 is we could take awesome portraits of Allie, and then we can notice these little flowers, and we can just switch right into macro without having to push any buttons. Here we go. Go.
I like playing cameraman. Have you ever?
Well, honestly, I was thinking about selling one of my cameras that I bought for B-roll footage, because this thing, like, the image quality off of this is like so good, and it's so convenient. No joke. I thought that was an ice cream cone, like, advertisement, like, prop. I looked up there, I'm like, did that come from like Dairy Queen? I thought it was an ice cream cone from back there. I used to take karate up there.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, we can do a picture right here if you want. The colors would probably be fantastic. You know what's crazy too? Unpopular opinion, fight me in the comments. Canon used to be known for their like Canon Reds. And I honestly think that like Nikon has kind of stolen some of that thunder. Like Nikon has been killing it like with reds. Like their red rendering in their lenses is just fucking phenomenal. I've been really, really enjoying it lately. All right. Let me switch this up a little bit here. Get into single point. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I love that. Hold that. 3. Let me come in here. Get just the bottom of your heel. Let me come in a little. Have you ever seen Austin Powers?
Yes, and I'm
Yeah, and I'm spent. Throws the camera. Yes, yes, no, no.
I'm done.
And I'm spent.